Episode 56 CT. Continued ROSUP view of breaking ground for New Berney, California wood-fired power plant. State officials said the energy plant is considered clean, renewable energy because it uses wood waste from the forest. A variation on wood burning is provided by a liquid hydrocarbon called cyclopentane that is heated by burning plant materials, which turns into a gas, turns back into a liquid, and then the cyclopentane can be reused. New burning plant materials, wood, are always needed. Berney is an unincorporated town and census-designated place, CDP, in Shasta County, California. Its population is 3,000 as of the 2020 census, down from 3,154 from the 2010 census. Berney is located on State Route 299, about 4 miles west of its junction with State Route 89. Shasta County to get clean power plant north of Berney. Record Searchlight. Most biomass plants burn forest such as limbs, small trees, and other plant materials. The heat generated from burning the wood waste creates. Excerpts edited by ROSUP for brevity and clarity. Shasta County to get clean power plant north of Berney. A woodland-based bioenergy company broke ground Tuesday on a first-of-its-kind wood-burning plant in Shasta County. It will be built north of Berney and will burn wood waste from the surrounding forest to generate electricity sold to Pacific Gas and Electric Company, PG&E. The $25.7 million plant will generate 3 megawatts of power continuously, enough to power about 3,000 homes, according to Hat Creek Bioenergy, which is developing the plant with West Biofuels of Woodland. It is expected to be operating and supplying PG&E with power by spring 2024. State officials said the energy plant is considered clean, renewable energy because it uses wood waste from the forest. There are 3 other biomass plants in Shasta and Lassen counties: Berney Forest Power in Berney, Honey Lake Power near Susanville, and Shasta Sustained Resource Management in Anderson. The Anderson biomass plant produces 55 megawatts of electricity, enough to power 62,600 homes. Most biomass plants burn wood, forest such as limbs, small trees, and other plant materials. The new bioenergy plant will use a liquid hydrocarbon called cyclopentane that is heated by burning plant materials. The heated liquid turns to a hot gas that is used to turn a turbine that generates electricity. After powering the turbine, the material is cooled to a liquid and used again on a continuous cycle. So that fluid's just continuously flowing for 6 months, and every 6 months you shut it down, you check everything, and then you turn it back on. We basically have wood chips in, power out. The bioenergy plant is being built on a 342-acre site and is expected to generate 60 part-time jobs during construction and another 22 associated jobs. Biomass-generated electricity peaked in 1993 when 66 plants in California generated 800 megawatts of electricity. As of 2023, there are currently about 30 plants in California, generating 640 megawatts, according to the California Energy Commission. Colorado, Aspen. Quick response to chimney fire in Aspen, no injuries, aspentimes.com. Aspen Times. The main body of fire was burning in the wall near the wood-burning stove and was just beginning to spread when firefighters located it. Upon arrival, the initial engine reported no smoke or flames showing from Connecticut. American Lung Association assesses the state's air quality, NBC Connecticut. NBC Connecticut. The American Lung Association recommends avoiding wood burning and burning trash and making sure you are using the cleanest transportation methods. Idaho, Boise. Fire danger in the high mountains is intensifying. That's bad news for humans, treacherous. Alton Telegraph. Eye on the high mountains, regions once considered too wet to burn. Wetter high mountain landscapes rarely burn vegetation and dead wood. Fire danger in the high mountains is intensifying. That's bad news for humans, treacherous for the environment. April 19, 2023. Excerpts edited by Rozep for brevity and clarity. As wildfire risk rises in the West, wildland firefighters and officials are keeping a closer eye on the high mountains, regions once considered too wet to burn. The growing fire risk in these areas became startlingly clear in 2020, when Colorado's East Troublesome Fire burned up and over the Continental Divide to become the state's second largest fire on record. In 2021, California's Dixie Fire became the first on record to burn across the Sierra Nevada's crest and start down the other side. Fire risk has intensified in every region across the West over the past 4 decades, but the sharpest upward trends are in the high elevations. High mountain fires can create a cascade of risks for local ecosystems and for millions of people living farther down the mountains. While the risk is rising fastest in the high mountains, most of the West is now at increasing risk of fires. With continuing greenhouse gas emissions fueling global warming, this trend of worsening fire danger is expected to intensify further. Nevada, Las Vegas, Reno. Rozep View, the Burning Man convention leaders have sued to stop a geothermal energy project in Nevada. The headline reads, Burning Man cheers Reno County, Nevada's overturning of drilling for a geothermal project permit. Geothermal energy is clean energy. A convention, which calls itself Burning Man, can be expected to organize against clean energy. If a convention is dedicated to destroying things by burning them, not even burning things for heat, since this takes place in a hot desert, rather than creating clean energy, using the Nevada desert for geothermal energy projects, which would create clean, particulate-free energy, would not seem important to oblivious energy consumers like attendees at Burning Man. What is the purpose of Burning Man, except to thumb its nose at the rest of society, apparently, by being useless as well as polluting? It is easier to destroy via Burning Man than to create. The 1970s film Eat My Dust must be part of some Burning Man film festival. Retro energy guzzling dune buggies chew up the scenery of the desert's protected parks. The Burning Man convention put burning things in the center of all activities, and burning is done on a stage. It should be considered a waste of Nevada taxpayer money for the Black Rock Department of Public Works to pay a playa restoration crew to work cleaning up after Burning Man for 4 weeks after each Burning Man event. Even the ironically named Cooling Man promotes polluting activities as part of Burning Man. Cooling Man supports carbon offsets to the pollution Burning Man generates, which is buying off the pollution, but not stopping the pollution to begin with. Particulate matter of 2.5 micrometer size, PM2.5, the perfect size to infiltrate the human lung, setting off a cascade of human health problems, is not discussed in the Wikipedia article about Burning Man, nor in the article about a geothermal project being scuttled at the behest of the Burning Man organization. Wood smoke is 90% PM2.5 and burning of solid fuels including wood, and as well as burning fossil fuels for entertainment should be regulated out of existence to protect human health and slow climate change. https://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/burning_man. Excerpts from Wikipedia edited by Rozep for brevity and clarity. Walking or bicycling into the event is not allowed. Burning Man takes place in the middle of a large playa, not inhabited by humans, but the area around the playa is home to many animals and plants. Residual trash has increased over the years. Fire is a primary component of art exhibits and events, but materials must be burned on a burn platform. From 1990 through 1999, burning took place directly on the playa, leaving burn scars. The burn scars did not disappear with annual winter rains and flooding. In 2000, Burning Man organizers declared fires had to be elevated from the playa surface to protect it. The burn scars were eradicated in 2000 by the DPW cleanup crew. On the last day of the event, public shared burn areas are prepared for participants to use. It is an ongoing educational process each year to inform the public not to burn toxic materials for the protection of the environment and participants.